Hello. Hello, everyone. How's your day going? Hello, hello. Go ahead and give this live stream a like below. That means so much to me. So let's go ahead and start this live stream in a couple more minutes. I'm just waiting for a couple more people to get in so that we can go ahead and start our live stream. Go ahead and give this live stream a like below. My jawline completely disappeared in this camera. It's like it disappeared. I have a rounded face, but it's okay. Let's stop talking about features and let's start talking about trading. Today we had 3 awesome trades. Yesterday we sort of kind of like made a no loss, no gain trade. So it was, unfortunately, if we take a look at it in a broad perspective, it was a loss trade. But today we managed to close 3 trades, and don't worry, I'm going to be taking a live trade with you again today if we find our setup, of course. So go ahead and hit this live stream a like below and let's start the session. All right. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and start with today's daily bias on our Discord community. If you're not a member of our Discord community, what are you doing? It's a free community for serious traders, and I believe that you're a serious trader. So go ahead and join the link in the description box below. It's the first link in the description box. So let me show it to you. It's right over here. Discord community access. Click on that, and there you go. You get access to it. All right. Wonderful. Now coming to daily bias. Yesterday, like we anticipated, the market did close bearish and closed below previous day's low. And today we're expecting the same thing to happen. So if you zoom in over here, this was previous day's low and the market closed. I mean, it didn't practically like close it, but it did go below that level. So now we're expecting the same to happen for today's candle because we're expecting a slight bit of momentum down to this level. Let me go ahead and grab my epic pin, which I don't know where it is now. Okay. Hopefully I think you understood what I'm trying to say here. Okay. So that is today's daily bias for Bitcoin. Let's wait for a couple more people to get in. Hello to all the new traders. All right, let's go back to our trading now. So this was the two trades that I took, and the third one was on one of the Euro Forex pairs. So today on Ethereum, we took 2 trades. Where was that trade? I think it was my other account. So coming to today's trade, let's talk about this. I was thinking that it was gonna hit RSL. It was super close to hitting RSL, but luckily we got this momentum. And luckily we're getting this momentum as well. Let's go ahead and wait for a retracement candle before we take a long position. So we broke that. Now let's wait for a position again to go into a long setup. Now we're not in the setup yet. Let's wait. We're gonna target 2R. There we go. Now we can read the section room. 2R. Welcome, everybody. Go ahead and like this live stream. Today we had 2 profitable trades on Ethereum, and now we're gonna be entering into the third one. I was straight up thinking it was gonna hit my SL because look how close it was. Look how close that was. This is why SL placement is so important. It was an inch, like a 2 pip or 3 pip difference for the market to hit this. And I was like, okay, let's like leave it. Let's set and forget. And look at what we had. Huge momentum to RTP. Let's go. And I took my profits out over here, but it did manage to go up all the way down, all the way up there. But it's okay. Go ahead and like this live stream and put your opinions or questions in the chat box below. So now I'm going to be looking to enter and go long once we see this retest candle close properly in a bearish momentum. So we can go ahead and look for long setup, targeting a 2R. So I waited. Let's go ahead and explain my first trade to you since you weren't there when I took the trade. This was my morning trade. So we had this breakout and then we had this pullback. So initially I should have entered right here at this retracement candle. But that retracement candle, this bearish candle, this particular candle right over here that you're seeing right now, this candle, it closed below this line. So I was in a bit of a mindset where it's like it's going sideways, let's not risk it. And I didn't take any trades. And then I patiently waited until we got another break. So the market was continuing going up, and I was thinking that it's going to continue going up over till here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the short positions. So I didn't take any particular trades in that. So coming to that, we got another break, and luckily I got in around this time. So once this happened at this retracement, let's zoom this up so you guys can see clearly. So at this retracement, we got in, and we luckily managed to close that trade in full TP. Everybody go ahead and like this live stream and comment any thoughts, any questions that you have about trading or any questions in general in the chat box below. Coming to the sell trade, pretty normal setup. Sell setup didn't actually over exaggerate my mindset. It was a quite simple textbook setup for me. Break this, a pullback to our entry zone, and then boom. Amazing, just amazing. It closed in profit. I wasn't even worrying about this because the momentum was fully bearish. So it was just happy trade. But this one, every single time, long trades are the most hectic for me in this setup that I have in this one of my strategies. So I'm going to be making a complete video about the strategy and all of my trades. So I'm just documenting it and showing you how accurate it works. And yesterday with this strategy, with the same goddamn strategy, we had a loss. So it doesn't mean that every single day we're going to make profits, right? So we make losses, but more consistently we are making profits, which is why a strategy works when it works, okay? If your strategy is making more losses than it makes you profits, then it's a wrong strategy. And you have to make a couple of changes or switch to a new one. And backtesting, importantly, I backtested this strategy for about back on, I think I went all the way back to last year's August because it's my birthday, so I was like having a little sentiment. So I backtested till there. So yeah, it's a 5-minute time frame. So not gonna lie, it took me a pretty hectic amount of months to backtest this entire strategy and to find that win rate. But overall, the strategy works amazing. Right now, we're in this trade. We got that clean break, a pullback, a retracement, and now we're looking to go long. I'm targeting a 2-hour trade, not exactly to this high. I'm not looking to target this high. I'm only looking to target 2-hour trade. I'm placing myself just below this break. So just below this low is where my SL is going to go. Go ahead, ask your questions. I'm going to reply to them live. Go ahead and give this live stream a like below. I was pretty sure this was going to hit my SL, but sure, it went up in our direction. Go ahead, guys. Put your questions in the comments. Say hi in the chat. How are you all? Okay, so let's go ahead to our BTC and explain to you the daily bias, since when I explained it, none of you actually showed up there. So let's go ahead and explain right here. Now, today's daily bias for Bitcoin is bearish. Yesterday, like we talked about in our last stream, we expected this candle to close below previous day's low. And it worked, and it did close below previous day's low, right? So this was previous day's low, and the candle did went down, but it closed in something in like the middle, right? But still it managed to close. Now we're looking for the same setup to play out, and for this candle to take out this previous day's low again. We're expecting a little bit of momentum to this zone before we see that pull back up. Got it? Wonderful. Let's go to our trade setup. Any questions, put it in the chat box below. What do you guys think? Oh, look at that. I already told you why I entered over here and why I entered over here. So if you have any more questions, put it in the chat box below. 2 profitable trades. Yesterday we had a break-even trade, so no loss, no gain. Let's see how this one runs out. Again, if it hits my SL, and then we get another pullback and crosses this, and then we get the pullback, we can look for long positions there again. All right. We're sort of seeing this sort of momentum here, perhaps again over here. So you can see the market doing the same thing over and over again here. And now I think it's going to continue to do that here, but I don't know. Let's see how the market is going to go. Everyone, go ahead and give this live stream a like below. If you have any questions about my trades or about trading in general, go ahead and put it in the chat box and let us know. We're seeing some reversal. Oh, how amazing it would be when the momentum's like going in a direction. Guys, go ahead and give this live stream a like, ask questions. What are you guys doing? Ask questions. Chat, put it in the chat box. Hi, if you are watching this live stream. Just go ahead and type HI. Hi. 2 words. All right. Okie dokie. Today I'm in a good mood. Not because we had 2 amazing profitable trades, but because I'm just in a good mood in general. I'm like active energy. Go ahead and like this live stream. Subscribe if you're new to be able to chat. You have to be subscribed to be able to chat. Go ahead and ask questions. All right. Let's see how this trade turns out. I was thinking of taking a short position over here because I definitely knew that I was going to go and reach to this level, but I follow strict rules on my strategy. If my strategy says only to enter after this breaks and gives the pullback plus a retracement, only then enter. So I didn't enter because we didn't actually get a break over here. So I didn't enter. Any questions? Put in the chat box. Hello, everyone. Ooh. Again, if it's going to hit our cell, it's going to take us out because I'm not moving my cell. It is right over here. And once it hits our cell and we see some strong momentum and plus a pullback, then we can look for a long setup again. It's all right. We already had 2 amazing trades today. So yeah. Go ahead and put it like in the chat box if you have any questions, or just text hi. Let me know that you're watching the live stream. Let's zoom this up. How are you guys in general? Like, how are you doing? Good? Fine? How is your day going? Is it hit? No, it's not hit. Not yet. It's not yet hit? Aren't we like this close? Is it hit or not? Yeah, it's hit. In my trade, it's hit. Uh-oh. So let's see how that plays out. So I'm out of this trade. Wow, now it's gonna reverse? Are you serious? Let's wait for this bullish momentum to continue over here and a pullback and then it going up. Why is it like shaking? Up. Why is it like shaking? Up, down, up. There you go. Any questions, put it in the chat box. I think I'm becoming more comfortable live streaming now because like at first on my first live stream I was super nervous because I was like I'm an introvert, all right? And if I get comfortable talking to people, then I get comfortable at talking, right? And I talk a lot. But if you put me in a place where like I don't even know anyone, it's gonna take some time for me to prepare myself to speak. So I'm only gonna get better at these live streams. So go ahead if you want to encourage me and if you want to support me, go ahead and like this live stream because it truly means a lot and it motivates me to make consistent live streams every single day. I live stream every single day and I've been doing it for more than 8 days, I believe. Today marks 9. Let me go ahead and count. So we started from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Today marks 12 days of live streaming. Okay, I think I accomplished my biggest fear was my live stream. Not because if I lose a trade, what are people gonna think? Nah, not because of that. I'm just basically an introvert, so I sometimes talk a lot. And some people don't like it when I talk a lot. But you guys seem to like it when I talk a lot. So, yeah, see. Go ahead and comment if you have any questions. Just put hi in the chat box. Are you serious? After it taking me out. All right, I'm not going to enter again out of FOMO. I'm not going to be entering again out of FOMO. Aw, dude. Are you serious? I'm going to place this here. So like, we'll see how this runs, how this plays out. But I'm not in that trade. Unfortunately, I got taken out over here. Shouldn't it like show me like I got hit like this? It's alright, we can catch setups like that again. But the good thing is that I'm still in green today. So my trade has been taken out over here. So pretty short trade, a loss, but we're still in green because we had 2 profits earlier today. I'm just gonna let this trade play out and see. But if we get a strong bullish momentum over here and plus a pullback, then I'm gonna look for long position to enter again. So yeah, we're still in green today. We're still in green. Go ahead, put your questions in the chat box. Do you guys have any running trades currently right now? Any running trades? I'm just gonna let this trade play out and see. Let's go ahead and check out news if you have any news. let's go to Forex. Where is that? There you go. So today is Friday. We can see some strong USD volatility movements like unemployment, NFP, and Fed Chair Powell. Right here, Friday, unemployment, and where is Fed? It was yesterday. All right. So Thursday and Friday, we can see some of these strong movements in market. So yeah, I think it was yesterday. But today we have unemployment rates. Let's wait for our setup again. Hello everyone. How's your day going? Welcome to the live stream. If you could give advice to your younger self who wanted to become a trader, which you are now, what advice would you give to that person? Like what will change their entire perspective into leveling themselves up quicker? Because you've learned a lot of lessons along the way. You learned a lot of tips and a lot of knowledge along the way, like a lot of lessons, right? So what would be that one thing that you tell to your younger self who is just now starting trading? What would that one thing be that you would tell to your younger self who is just now getting started into trading? What would be that one piece of advice that would give to the younger self who's just now starting in trading? Go ahead and put it in the chat box and let us know. Personally, if what I can say to my younger self would be not something like don't give up or not something like you can make money in this. No. What I'm going to tell to my younger self is to believe in yourself. You're going to get humbled really quickly in trading because trading is the hardest way to make easy money. The hardest way to make easy money. Hear me out. And I'm going to say this to my younger self who is just now starting trading because she thought that she could actually become a successful, consistent, profitable trader within days or months. But I didn't get there that quick. I learned it took me 2 years with a mentor. That's why it took me 2 years. For some people, for example, for my dad, it took him 8 years to become a consistently profitable trader. Why? Because at that time, he was not having enough capital. He was testing stuff out. We didn't have all of this UI back then, so it was difficult. And it took him solid 4 years to get to perfect the strategy, to back test it, to apply it, and make some money. And that's where I got in. Crypto Live Max, hi. Hi, Crypto. I'm just going to call you Max. Is that all right? Hi, Max. Any questions you have in general, put it in the chat box below. Language Hindi. No, bro. It's all right. I want to speak in English, but you understand me, right? I can speak Hindi, but it's all right. I want to speak in English. But if you have any questions or anything that you want me to say in Hindi, you can just type it out and I'll say it in Hindi. Because the only two languages that I ace in is Hindi and Telugu. So those are the only two languages I know, and I understand a little bit about Kannada and Tamil. Malayalam, I don't even know. I don't understand that, but Kannada and Tamil I can understand, but I can't speak. But Hindi and Telugu I can speak. So yeah. So Max, if you have any questions about trading, put it in the chat box and go ahead and give this live stream a like. That would mean a lot to me. Everyone, go ahead and smash that like button. And put your questions in the chat box below. I'm already taken out of this trade just for context, just for the people who join in. I am out of this trade, but luckily we're in green today because we have 2 profitable trades over here. But I'm gonna wait for a bullish momentum plus a pullback, and then looking for long positions after confirmation. So nonetheless, we are out of this trade with loss. I'm just playing it out and seeing how it can go. Any questions, put in the chat box and give this live stream a like. Look at that. Would you look at that? All right. Where is Ethereum gonna go? It already touched this liquidity done. Where is this? Wow, look at that momentum. Ethereum is looking to take out this low. What do you guys think? Because we're pretty bearish on Ethereum, like I told you on our Discord community, on the daily bias. Let's go to where is that? So overall in the crypto market, we're pretty bearish. So we're expecting, this is the day candle, by the way, we're expecting the candle to close below previous day's low. So let's see what happens. Wow. So we have a minute, 2 seconds for this candle to close. That is why risk management is super important. If I didn't place a stop loss and was expecting market to go up, my entire account would have been wiped out. Not my entire account, but we would have made a huge loss. Okay, we would have made a huge loss. That is exactly why SL placement and SL actually placing SL is super important. All right, we didn't take a look at this trend line. So Ethereum actually broke this trend line. After that trend line broke, we actually did get a retracement plus this huge momentum to the downside. It's fair enough. So Ethereum can come all the way down to this level. We're pretty close, by the way. Pretty close hitting this level. So if we would have just waited for this trend line, so we overlooked the trend line. Because we already broke over here, it's all right. We were in a pretty bearish structure as well. So if I would have entered a trade in general, I would have definitely entered over here. And we could have easily targeted this low and this as RSL and this low as RTP in general. It's all right. Oh, look at that. It took that out as well. Wonderful. All right, both of these lows, this and this, got taken out. So pretty cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin in the daily time frame and see how it's doing. Bitcoin also negative, so minus 1300. Pretty close. We're pretty close to just going below this low. Let's take a look at what we can anticipate. Go ahead and give this live stream a like below and comment if you have any questions about trading. We're super close to hitting our previous day low level. Let's see if it hits it. Again, this is the daily time frame, so yeah. So any questions about trading, put it in the chat box below. And go ahead and give this live stream a like as well and subscribe. So let's see if Bitcoin manages to hit this level and close at least this low or take this low out. So this candle alone is about 3,311 points. And then we covered half of this candle. And then again, let's go and check how much this was. This as well, 3,000. And now let's see if Bitcoin manages to give us another 3,000, where would it go? So 3,000 right here. Still, it's going to close below previous day's low. So yeah, if you have any short setups, like short trades running, go ahead and put those SLs to break even or place an SL. If you don't have an SL, go ahead and place an SL. And just protect your trades overall. Let's just wait and see if this is the day candle again. We don't have any positions open yet. Let's see. So yeah, any questions about trading, put it in the chat box below. We're super close to hitting to our previous date. We're about 326 points. So what I'm personally thinking, if you go to the 4-hour time frame, this is what I've been thinking, or this is what can happen. So the market can come back. Let's go ahead and draw the path tool. The market can go back to this level. We can call it a fair value gap, a demand zone, an imbalance in the market. But the anticipation to everything, like what's the purpose of it? To having a pullback. So whatever it is you guys call it, it's still going to give us a pullback. So what I'm personally thinking that it can go ahead and give us a pullback and take this previous week's high and then give us a slight bit of pullback before taking and continuing. And once these both are taken out, we can still continue that downward momentum again. So where do you guys think Bitcoin is going to head next? Up or down? In general, like the total overview. Not actually for today, but in a broader perspective, where do you guys think Bitcoin can go? Bearish or bullish? Do you guys think you can take these lows out? So we could have entered into a short position, but we didn't. We ignored this trend line, which again gave us a beautiful retest as well. So, and then it went and continued down. So if you can take a look at this trend line over here, gave us a retest and again went up. I would have initially targeted if I were in that trade over to this low or to this low in general and trailed it. But again, the momentum was massive. So yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and find any other opportunities. So usually when the market is in some sort of a range, it comes back to that 50% level. So usually when the market is in a range, it comes back to that 50% level. So we're going to try to enter into that pullback and come back down. So let's see. What do you guys think? Where do you guys think it's going to head next? Let's wait and see if we get a valid swing high plus a bullish momentum, because this right here can be a supply zone where the market can come back and take out. Where do you guys think it's going to go next? Up or down? Again, this is Ethereum that we're trading in. Any questions you guys have, put it in the chat box. Gold? Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and look at gold. Let's see what it's doing. Wow, look at that. Look at that. I think I got in on this trade on my other account. All right, so I basically entered on my other account over here. I was expecting this kind of momentum. Where's my fib level? So I had a, look at that. So I had in my mind, we have a valid swing high and a valid swing low over here. And I got somewhere entered here. Let me go ahead and draw my fib levels and show you how I got in. I got exited right here. Missed out on the whole goddamn move, but it's all right. So this is my fib settings. So I got entered over here. And then my TP right here. So probably missed out on this entire move. I could have easily targeted this, but I specifically target levels where I do think that the market can go and hit. So yeah, on gold, let's go ahead and take a look at the daily time frame. We're pretty bullish. We can expect a slight bit of pullbacks in general, like something like these, but not actually a huge pullback to the downside, because we're pretty bullish on gold. So we had a call last month with our students, and I told them that gold was going to go up and break these levels and take all of these highs out, because we were in this range for quite a while. And we had a call and I did tell them that, and look at this massive breakout. If anyone would have gotten in over here, again, this is the daily time frame that I'm talking about, this huge move could have been captured. I personally only sometimes trade on gold and sometimes swing trade in gold. So I only capture some entries over here, some entries over here, and then that's all. And today as well, on the 4-hour time frame. Gold, I think it can come back and take this high out because it's all-time high now. So let's see. If we get a valid swing low over here, then gold can easily come ahead and take this high out. Everybody go ahead and hit this live stream a like below. Ethereum, let's wait for a valid swing low. Where do you guys think Ethereum's going to be heading next? What lows can we target next? We're in a pretty massive downtrend in usual. So we have a low around this level, just quite down. Any more questions that you guys have, put it in the chat box because we'll be closing this live in a couple more minutes. I know today is a short live, but it's all right. We can capture good trades tomorrow. Any more questions that you guys have, put in the chat box below. We're still in green today, so I'm pretty happy about that. Do you guys want me to take a look at any other pairs? Put it in the chat box below. So we have a swing high over here. Let's wait for a valid swing low and some bullish momentum because we can look for long positions. In the shorter time frame, of course, but in the higher time frame, I'm pretty bearish. Just give me 1 sec, I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Any more questions that you have about trading in general, go ahead and put it in the chat box below. So we have massive seller demand, like seller zone over here, because every single time the market's trying to go up, sellers bring it down, up, sellers bringing it down. So let's see what happens now. If you have any short positions open, if they're in profit, go ahead and close them, or just move your SL to break even and stay protected. And or else like just go ahead and trail your SL as the trade's running. Go ahead and give this live stream a like below. And ask me any questions that you guys want about trading. And if you are new, go ahead and join our Discord community. It's completely free. The first link in the description box below, Discord community access, go ahead and click on that. We do daily BTC live bias. Every single day I go ahead and update you guys on our perspective. And then all of my Forex trades, my crypto trades. This was the last live streams. I don't think I uploaded the yesterday's live stream videos. And this was gold. I'm going to update today's session as well. And we also do weekly Forex news where all of our students sit down in a Zoom call. We discuss news, markets, the range, everything, and then we combine and give over here. And then I'm trying to make automations over here. So this was like under page because I'm trying to automate that process. All of my favorite Twitter accounts where we can see live updates on news because Twitter is the #1 news updates where if you want to go ahead and find, it's where you look up to in news. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. So by the end of the day, we can look for a close over here. I'm looking to take this low out. So let's wait and see. Ethereum, okay, pretty nice momentum in general. It took previous day's low out. So this is previous day's low. It took it out and it's continuing the momentum. So let's see if it can continue all the way to here. And it did. So we're expecting it to go and take this low out. If it can, then sellers are already in over here. So sellers got triggered in. Sellers' demand is high now. Any more questions? Go ahead and ask because I'll be closing this live stream in a couple more minutes. Bitcoin pretty close. We're at 1753. So what do you guys think? Can this candle cross that 3,000 points? Can it cross to this level? But nonetheless, our direction was right. Just give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Okay. Pretty close. Now we're at 18. So the price is running right over here. If you guys can able to see, it's running over here. So that's where I'm looking at and telling to you. So we're at 1817, pretty close. Pretty close. Is my audio clear? Are you able to hear me? Am I audible? All right, so let's wait for Bitcoin to take out previous day's low. And then we're gonna go ahead and close this live stream. But tomorrow we'll enter and come with a lot more energy. There you go. So Bitcoin took yesterday's low out. Really awesome momentum. So let's wait and see if we can take this low out because we already got half that momentum done. We're expecting Bitcoin to this candle to complete that 3,000 points mark. We're at 2,000. Wonderful. Can we reach to this mark? That's the question. But overall, I'm pretty bearish. Okay, Bitcoin is super close to taking this low out, which we were targeting. Let's see. We're pretty close. So we're expecting 3,000 points down. Because sometimes we can also see a bearish candle similar to these, like Bitcoin taking till here, going down. So anything can happen, literally, because momentum is high, and if you are in a short position, move yourself to break even and just stay protected in your trades. That's all I'm trying to say. Go ahead and give this live stream a like below. All right, we're pretty close to hitting our level of mark. So down over here. Let's see what it does. Okay, I think it's gonna take it out. There you go. Bitcoin took that level out. Wonderful momentum. Just completely awesome. So Bitcoin took this low out. So that's a wonderful trade there. Everyone, welcome. Go ahead and give this live stream a like and comment if you have any more questions. So this is a daily time frame. We're expecting Bitcoin to give us and take this low out. We were expecting that, and it did took that low out. And we're expecting Bitcoin to close below previous day's low. So yeah, let's wait and see. Go ahead and comment hi in the chat to everyone that just came in. Let's go ahead and check out Ethereum. How's Ethereum doing? Ethereum actually had a massive, because this is previous day slow. And Ethereum actually took that low, and it's near to these lows. So if it can hit that and continue that downward momentum, Ethereum can actually reach to these lows that we have over here. So can Ethereum take it out? That's the real question, right? But for today, we're pretty bearish on markets. Bitcoin's fighting a little bit. We're expecting Bitcoin to reach to 3,000. Everyone new, go ahead and hit that like button. It just motivates me to make consistent live trades every single day. So anyone who is short right now, go ahead and move yourselves to break even or book your profits if you think that's enough. Seriously, don't go ahead and just give me a second here. Let me zoom out. Everyone, if you have any questions, literally go ahead and put it in the chat box below. In the yeah, that's chat box, of course. All right, Bitcoin officially took this low out. Wonderful momentum. Wonderful momentum, just awesome. So we were thinking of Bitcoin closing at 3,000 points. Sometimes it also closes way more, like 4,000 points up. So if you have any short positions open, move yourselves to break even because we can have a slight bit of pullback because buyers can step in, and but it doesn't mean that the market will not continue going down and take this low out perhaps because this is the next low. But if you have any short positions, protect your risk and manage your trades accordingly. And overall, just stay protected. Wonderful momentum. Go ahead and give this live stream a like below. And if you guys want to book, oh, look at that, 2,600. We're super close to 3,000 points. Super close. If you guys want to go ahead and book a one-on-one call with me and talk to me directly so we can sit down, analyze your entire trading data and your trades in general and give you and craft you a trading plan, then go ahead, the link's in the description box below to our website. Go to the one-on-one call and book a live call with me so we can go ahead, sit down and talk. So I'm going to be closing this live stream in a couple more minutes. So any questions that you guys have, put it in the chat box. I think Bitcoin can take out this next low and reach the 3,000 points that we were talking about. So that's the next low that we can target. But again, I'm pretty happy that whatever I said in the Discord community, because we were pretty bullish and we're expecting the candle to go and take this low up. But the same momentum was yesterday. So it can react and give us a slight bit of pullback. So anyone in short positions, just be careful. We're pretty close to 3,000 points. After it reaches that, I'm going to close my live. Okay, I think we're going to get copyrighted for saying anything. Okay, so alright, we can have a slight bit of pullbacks. But if we have a massive pullback all at one time, everybody's SL can get taken out. But in general, just stay protected. Well. Alright, guys, any more questions, put it in the chat box right now because I'll be closing this live stream in a couple more minutes. Any questions? Any questions at all? All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow with a lot more better energy, a lot more trade setups. Today we profited in 2 trades, 1 loss, but still we closed in green. So it's a solid setup for today. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow and I'll update those trades in our Discord community. The link's in the description box below if you want to get access to it. It's there. Bitcoin, I personally think it can go to 3,000 points. After that, we can have some bit of pullback and close, but we're still looking to close below previous day's low. And that's my overview on Bitcoin. So yeah, if Bitcoin goes on a bearish momentum, the rest of the crypto pairs follow that. So yeah, that's it for today's live stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. So bye. Have a nice day, a good evening, or a good night. Bye, guys. Excuse me. So just as I was closing this live stream, Bitcoin reached that 3,000 mark, and I just wanted to go ahead and show it to you on screen so that we will go ahead and update this live. So we just now reached that 3,000 level. So it's a pretty solid trade setup right there. So anyone who's watching, give this live stream a like below. And this time I'm actually going to go. So 3,000 points hit. We were expecting 3,000 points down, and we got that hit. Just wanted to mention that before I leave. So yeah, that's it for this live stream. Have a nice day. Hope you have a nice day. Any questions that you want to ask me, put it in the chat box right now. All right, 3,000. Let's go. We were expecting 3,000 and we got 3,000 hits. All right, guys, that's it for today's live stream. I'm actually going to go now. Have a nice day.